Omondi Juma here from the Man United Agenda. How's everyone doing? Yes, this is Southampton goal. They've picked up the ball here. We've got players ahead of the play. That would be Rashford and Sancho with the arrows there. I've circled McTominay and Dalot. Dalot's the right back. He's getting drawn in by their left back, and it's going to be disaster. Pogba is probably right here. He's got to sort of try and press. But why is McTominay pressing as well? Looking that way, he should be doing a 360 and looking at the guy behind him and the guy just to his left as well. Just a pause there. So if you want to keep a compact shape, Rashford, where were you, mate? So basically now the two midfielders are in a situation where it's 2 against 4. They're looking at the ball, they're trying to block that, but not really looking around. I think Pogba's right. He has to sort of press a little bit, not too much, knowing there's guys around him. And McTominay should sort of sit back now and sort of say to himself, right, there's guys ahead of us, ahead of the play. We need to be conservative here. But so Pogba goes, obviously they play around to left back. The left back plays a first time pass into the middleman behind Pogba. Problems. Great play by Southampton. Now Pogba, he's been lost in the Bermuda Triangle, as you can see with my little illustration here. Goodbye Pogba, out of the play. Now I've clearly highlighted here with the circle. That's Bruno Fernandes, guys. Look, that's what, 10, 15, 20 yards off of his midfielders where he should be. Should be right in there with them. We're compact. We're 1-0 up. And we don't want to lose the 3 points. We're just the most important thing. So, Bruno, man, you're well out of position. Disappointed with you. And look at your face. You should be disappointed yourself, mate. That was really poor. We've been asking for a long time now. Just drop back in. And then your starting position has to be good regardless. We have to be conservative at times, like I keep saying, and stop going forward all the time. You're missing in action, bruv. You're missing. So we need better from you going forward, Mr. Bruno. That was terrible. Now on to the guy McTominay. Yeah, youngster. I don't think he's good enough to be a first team player. If he's asked to do a role, that's to sit back and just be conservative, like I keep saying. He shouldn't be bombing forward or being lost. He has to do a 360 at all times, be aware what's ahead of him. So I'm going to go back to the start of the play here and just show with the arrows where Pogba here was pressing and there was a triangle played around him. Why is McTominay looking that way? He should sort of peel off a little bit, drop off a little 5 yards there and just wait for them to play and then we'd be in a good position to clear up. But as you can see here, I've circled McTominay, I've circled Dalot and obviously Bruno coming back. We've got problems right now. So they played a quick 1-2. The guy's got time and space in behind the two midfielders and once again, McTominay's tracking back. Dalot now, I'm going to talk about him. I don't think he should have pressed the wide man. He was lost in the Bermuda Triangle as well. I think he deserves a Bermuda Triangle graphic, definitely, because he shouldn't have pressed so high. He left our defence out of shape. As you can see here, I've gone back to the play again. Look at Dalot. He's well off the guy. He should have just tucked in a little bit, not really pressed, and let them attack him. Because by going to that guy, the left back, he was missing in action again. Terrible, terrible. So here we are again. I've circled McTominay, I've circled Dalot. They've played this is when the left backs now played the ball back into feet. Dalot's out of action. He's, completely messed up our whole defence. And now we're wide as hell. And now it's down to Maguire and Varane to sort out the mess here. Varane, I don't think he really had much choice in this. He had to do what he had to do. I think he should have tucked in a little bit, but sent the guy out wide, but he had to do what he had to do. I'm not really going to give Varane a hard time on this one. The one I am going to give a hard time on is our captain, and that's our Harry Maguire. You're the leader. You should be organising and talking in this situation here and at least requesting something. What Harry tried to do is play the offside trap, which was a bit naive of him because he didn't play it well and he didn't look behind him. He's looking one way. He didn't look at Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw was playing everyone on in the first place, so it wasn't very wise of him. So as you can see here, he's sort of stood off and he's not sprinting at this point. The ball's been played through. Harry Maguire's out now, where really he should be sweeping. He knows his partner Varane's gone forward. If one goes, one sweeps him behind. But he's tried to play the offside trap without looking at Shaw, and now he's static. And this guy who scored the goal is running in. That's the arrow now. Look at the defence. I've circled all the 4 defenders. Look how wide apart they are. Look how split they are. And then look at Harry Maguire. He should be at the edge of the arrow, at the tip of the arrow. That's where he should be, ready to pick up the pieces as a sweeper. Now he's a sweeper, not playing the offside trap when you're blind like that. That's really naive of a top defender and England's so-called number 1. So let's just go through this again. I have to say, at fault was Rashford, was well too far ahead of the play. but not as bad as Bruno. Bruno was miles ahead of the play. That was bad. Then we got Dalot, got sucked in a little bit, lost our shape in defence. McTominay, he's supposed to sit back. He hasn't been doing that. Then we got Varane, not really at fault, but I forgive him. And big Harry Maguire, the captain. No. So right now, guys, I'm fuming. I mean, this is a starting position. We should have easily just had players back in. We just kicked off for the second half. Have players in a good position so we don't get caught out. They didn't play through us in the first half. We played really well. But this is really naive play. And going forward, it's going to be hard to get top four if we continue like this.